How you doing today?
Doing good.
Dynamite?
Just got in, man. Like
Yeah. So you barely made it. I got dogs going nuts upstairs, so I
that's
apologize,
okay.
guys.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah. So let me take
I
a
might
look.
be going nuts in a minute, so you never know.
You might be. I'm gonna look real quick and see what's going on at the front door. Make sure that there's nothing cuckoo going on. Looks like it was FedEx. So that's the beauty of having a security camera. So Ed, how you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing good, man. How about
I am
yourself?
glad to hear it. You're a little higher today. What'd you do? Move your camera or get a different chair?
Well, I got two pillows and I jacked. I went and bought a new chair yesterday.
Oh,
I
okay.
just ate the new chair, but I went to Staples and the guy goes, "Oh, you're gonna put it together?" I said, "Well, I probably could." He goes, "Well, we put it together for $14, so they're putting it together for me now."
Yeah. I'll tell you, they can be a little cuckoo sometimes. I put together one not that long ago, and there's almost like a uh, situation where you have to have a couple different hands.
Yeah, I
And
know. Yeah, they're not always as cut and dry as they should be. So
yeah,
anyway, so they're saying they were going to call me today. I haven't heard from them, so I don't know. Maybe the guy had a hard time putting it together. We'll find out.
yeah. So this is excellent podcasting, guys. Listening to the two of us talk about
Putting together a chair.
yeah,
Yeah,
putting
there you go.
together a chair. That's not exactly great podcasting, but and video, but that's okay. Um, so I was uh, I was looking yesterday at some of the things that we talked about, and kind of didn't watch the whole thing over, but definitely was kind of thinking about some of the things that we covered. Is there anything that we went over yesterday that sunk in with you a little different after you internalized it at all, Ed?
Well, I guess the biggest thing and something I just been I talked to you about the other day, just from listening to T Harv, uh, what's it, Eckert or whatever,
Ecker?
Yeah, it's just focus. If you're starting something and it's easy to get distracted here on the internet, like extremely easy. So it's kind of like if you find something and you believe in it and you think it, just stick with it. That's over all these years we've been trying to do something. I think if we had to look back and take things and do things over again, we would have probably stuck with several things and let a few things go by the wayside and not even paid attention to them.
Yeah, and by the way,
Not to interrupt you, but one
oh no,
last
go
thing
ahead.
while I got it in my head, and built a nice big list along the way.
Yeah, and I think that is quite possibly the message for today. You guys will notice that we put preview day 2. And by the way, hello, Cookie Johnson from Atlanta. By the way, that is
Oh
a
wow,
fantastic name for like a baseball player or something.
yeah,
Great hit by Cookie Johnson. So,
yeah.
but if you play ball, then let us know, Cookie. By the way, that makes me hungry. Don't put your name Cookie with a fat guy on the thing.
Drinking coffee.
That's gonna make me hungry. So, but and hello, Vanita, and
Oh wow.
Vanita, you're supposed to get me a uh, heckle invite here, aren't you? Or am I thinking of the wrong Vanita? Heckle party is the code. Oh, okay. Well,
Here's something I found from WikiHow. Before you can throw a party, find a space to have it in. The size of the space will help you decide how many people to invite and what budget you'll need.
all
If the
right.
space allows it, encourage your guests to bring a plus one. Once you determine
All
how
right.
many guests you're having,
Echo, be
purchase food and
quiet.
beverages.
Jeez. I used the word echo instead of the other name just for that reason. I've never had her do that. So I also have Sam Jackson on there, Ed. If you want to get some fun, put Samuel Jackson on your Amazon device.
Oh
he is,
yeah.
he's not quite as nice as the gal.
Oh
So
really?
yeah. Let's see. Well, I'll tell you what. While Ed, give me your in and outs of what you have planned next, and I'm gonna look at something here real quick.
As far as what, Wes?
As far as what you would like to see happen with what we're doing.
Just really take some of the knowledge that we've gained over these several years and really break it down and simplify it for people, because I think if just go back to the basics in a sense, you know what I mean?
Right.
And like you were saying yesterday, the blocking and tackling, just it's like the old Vince Lombardi or the old John Wooden coaching. He'd have the best players in the world and he'd have them just doing these little layups, and they're like, Coach, I can do those. But he goes, yeah, but can you do it in a game when it really counts? So just some, because I think the one thing about, like I said, the distractions you get from the internet, and also just doing the simple things that create a lead, which in turn creates a sale. No matter what business you're in.
Yeah, and it's kind of funny because the old Bruce Lee deal of what is it? He doesn't care about the man that has 10,000 kicks. He cares about the man that's practiced one kick 10,000 times. Yeah, that really is the thing to think about. And I'm almost done here. I apologize
for
doing something cuckoo behind the scenes. Yeah, that code did not work, Vanita. So if you would, by all means, shoot me off a code later. But anyway, yeah, I think that the action I mentioned yesterday, a quote from Benjamin Franklin, and that is energy and persistence conquer all things. That is without a doubt the one thing that if in fact you want to focus on something, that is the thing that you want to focus on is going through and just giving energy, which is in essence action, and persistence, meaning consistency. And that's going to be the best way to do things. And I wanted to say hello to just a couple people here real quick to let you guys know that we see, obviously we said hello to Cookie and Vanita. If I didn't say hello and just start getting on you about Heckle, Vanita, hello. And then we've got my buddy Bruce, and we also have, it looks like Just a Star. So thanks very much for popping in here, guys. And Bruce, I got to tell you guys, if you don't know Bruce, and I'm going to put a link into the chat here for just a second, and that is going to be my buddy Bruce. Make sure that you guys go and there you go. So that BSVP TV is my buddy Bruce, and it's going to be for his company Blue Sky, and I think you're just going to absolutely dig him. So by all means, if you're watching this, go and follow Bruce, and you're going to learn lots and lots of good stuff about YouTube and video production and just all sorts of stuff. He's the guy that I go to talk about that stuff. So but with that said, and you're most welcome for the shout out, Bruce. Good deal, Vanita. You're gonna like Bruce a lot. He is a great guy. I spoke with him this morning. But what I would do for this is, again, we kind of talked about this, Ed. It's going to be almost impossible to not mention the name of this product once we start talking about it. And I'll have a link for everybody to go to check this out. Full disclosure, something that happened with Ed and I with this. Normally, when we would get involved in something, and I want to let you guys know two things. First and foremost, this is not a glorified pitch fest that we're going to be doing in any way, shape, or form. Looks like Vanita has to jump off. No problem, Vanita. I really appreciate it, you popping in. But don't look at what we're going to be talking about as a pitch fest, because it's absolutely not that. The opportunity that we're going to share with you is actually free. There is an option to come in and pay for it as well. And to be totally frank with you, I would do that if it's something that when you start using it is going to be beneficial to you. And I think it will. Just to let you know, and I don't mean to keep sounding cryptic. It's just, I really don't want you guys going to it without a link. And you're going to understand extremely clearly why that is. But what Ed and I did, I actually got involved in the opportunity first and told him about it. And then one of the other things that he follows had a really good deal running. And as part of information that was out there, he actually ended up signing up for it through another gentleman that is a marketer. And so what would have happened had he signed up under me is when I promoted Ed, I would have still benefited. Whereas now, if he promotes himself, the other gentleman's going to benefit. And if I promote it, Ed doesn't benefit. So it's going to be kind of counterproductive in that sense. However, I found a workaround, and that is I'm going to do a URL rotator. And what that is going to do is it is going to flip-flop the offer links back and forth to where it's a fair flip-flop of people going to it. So and just for the record, if you guys connect with Ed and or know Ed and he sends you to it, don't use that link. Talk to him and get his own link and sign up through him, and vice versa. I don't want you guys getting onto a offer with someone that you wanted to work with and then it be the flip flop. So especially if you're doing it, wanting to do it with Ed and then you end up with my mug. But with that said, the way that opportunity works is it's free if you want to use it in a limited capacity, but you'll still be able to make money if somebody comes into it and ends up buying it and paying for it. I think, don't quote me on this, but I think it's 20% if you're on the free and 5% if somebody that they get signs up for it. And then it is 40% for if you're paid and 10% if they sign up for it. So somebody else that they bring on. So what this tool is going to do is it's going to allow you to have a bunch of the stuff that is out there and honestly, almost everything that you need that's out there to brand and market and schedule and communicate with a lot of different things all in one spot. Because one of the things that if you've ever been in marketing for any amount of time, you'll know, and I can give you a great example because I use it to this day, and that is WordPress. If you use WordPress for blogging and maybe even a website, about plugins and about all the different add-ons and whatnot that you can use. Well, sometimes you have to Frankenstein stuff together so much that it will just absolutely scramble your brain. And there's nothing wrong with that. But invariably, what will end up happening at some point is if the WordPress makes an update and then the other things aren't supported or aren't ready for the update yet, or B, one of the add-ons makes a change that now makes the other stuff not work. There's a myriad of things and combinations that can happen where one day what was working yesterday doesn't work today. Someone calls and tells you that a payment's not processing, comments aren't posting right, affiliate sales aren't working right, whatever. And again, I want to let you guys know that this is not a product, and us being on here is not a pitch fest type thing. It just so happens that almost everybody on here unless you have a complete and utter lack whatsoever of making money, taking your passion and actually putting it out there, which by the way, you don't even have to make money. You can just put your passion out there. You probably do. I don't know what you have an interest in out there. I watch, I got to give a shout out to these guys, and I'll find their information and put it into the comments after this is done. But I watched a cooking show yesterday that was called Beardo and Weirdo, I think was the name. And they were absolutely hilarious. And they were with another Haps person that does Pampered Chef. I won't pretend to know names yet. All three are awesome, but I had a just absolutely amazing time watching them, and they're a perfect example. I'm sure that she markets Pampered Chef, but at the same time, she may have that and other interests, and that's what this tool is going to do for people. So it's going to just allow people to have everything in one spot that works seamlessly with each other, and you don't have to worry about the Frankenstein things together situation, because that can get just absolutely maddening. And I know you have used membership sites, in the past that were WordPress based, and I remember some of the trials and tribulations you had.
Yeah, back to taking me months to figure stuff out.
Yeah.
It's kind of like what was it? I think they used to say, instead of hitting your mark, it's like, fire first before you aim, almost, but that, hopefully you hit your mark. But now with that old way, it was like, man, it took forever to get for me to learn it. You know what I mean? So it's come a long way to where they've made things a little simpler now, to where you can kind of just go through the process and create things on a lot quicker basis,
And something that you want to keep in mind as well, guys, is the expertise that you have probably is something that you take insane advantage of, that you don't realize. And what I mean by that, when I say that, is you probably know far more valuable information than you could ever imagine. I know that between Ed and I, we have probably forgotten more than people know about marketing. I don't say that to sound pompous. I say that we were talking yesterday, and Ed and I are creeping up on, I think it's 14 years, Ed. Is that right?
Yeah, 14.
14 years. 14 years of everything that you can imagine. And when I say that, I'm not talking, an exaggeration in any way, shape, or form. We've done a lot of different things together. And the other thing too is, we went several years before we ever met face to face. So this world that we talk about being very small now because of the internet, it was true, 14 years ago as it was today. We were friends, long before, he's in Maryland and I'm in Ohio, long before we ever met, so in face to face. But when I did, it was, even though it was great to finally, give him a big bro hug, it wasn't like, sitting down on a blind date. I knew him, so, and by the way, I want to let you know, we're both happily married. Anyway, so I guess the thing will be probably, I don't know if Ed, do you want to go? You want to plan on maybe launching all this on Monday and starting starting fresh?
Yeah.
That way, going and doing a preview every day isn't probably going to be the best thing in the world. If I get something in place between now and tomorrow, I can definitely get the rotator in place, and we could start talking about stuff if you want. throughout those days instead of not, going live in a row. But I'll do it either way that you want.
But that'll work. I know Friday I'm gonna be going to the ocean Friday, so I'm gonna have to download the app and hopefully connect with you on at 1:00 from down there for
And just so you know, regardless,
I haven't. I mean, I don't even know how it works with the app, so hopefully it works fairly well.
if you're here or not here, and I am, I'll do the broadcast, and I'll still use the rotator, so that part
That's
doesn't
cool.
matter. But then, why don't we plan on that then? So today is Wednesday, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's plan on Monday. This being the preview day, and then I'm not going to say that we're not going to jump in on the next couple of days, but you're probably going to be preparing to go tomorrow, and you're leaving on Friday. And then when are you going to be back?
I'm coming back early Sunday.
Sunday. Okay, so
yeah, I'm gonna be just down there 2 days. I gotta help Corinne with her place. I got some work.
Well, you're going to be wrapped up for a good 3 days then of 1:00.
I know, but I'll be right. I mean, I can do. I'm gonna just at least jump on for 15 minutes because I want to keep my stay consistent, and then Sunday. I don't know. I mean, we could maybe do just a short one. Just come on and just touch base if you want. Say Happy Father's Day to one another.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan. And that way, we can
and then get all geared up for Monday.
Okay, well then what I'll plan on is having all this information ready for everybody on Monday, and then we'll have a place to kind of have people follow and go along with us and know what the hell it is that we're talking about.
Yeah,
as opposed to being elusive.
And in the meantime, what I want to do too, I'm getting in there and trying to set up some landing pages for the appraisal business, and I want to try to use that along with some video to just see how it works with get it how it'll get me on either first page or second, up as high as I can, with some live video. And then that way I could share that with the audience too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're like a local guy, because you're more of a internet guy, and I'm trying to use this, to build your, get your Google business page ranked in certain areas and things like that, so it'll be a good thing for the brick and mortar people, and it'll be a good fit for the internet people.
Right. Yeah, no, I think that's a good idea. And again, guys, I don't mean to sound absolutely cryptic. It just, if somebody goes and checks this out without our link, then it's not going to be as beneficial for us. Not that I don't want you to think that we're holding it back just to have people come in. There's nothing stopping you once to not use the link and completely bypass this altogether, which I know some of you will do, just because that's what people do for whatever reason. But there's going to be some benefits to working with us that you don't know, because I haven't mentioned it yet. But I'm going to have a separate area that is going to be very, very behind the scenes, and what's the best way to put it? Exclusive, to people that are working with us on either one of our teams. So I don't mean to sound mean when I say this, but if you're not in one of our teams, it's not going to be available. And the only reason I'm doing that is just because you're going to see the benefit when we get into it. Just to let you know, Ed, if you remember one of the other gentlemen sharing your name that I used to talk about, kind of taking over that one platform, that's exactly what I want to do for us. So
No, I'm with you.
and I think we can do that. So anyway, guys, I am. I guess it's about 25 minutes in. We have basically just been jawing and staying very cryptic about what we're going to be bringing, but it's going to be coming. And if you guys have any questions, leave us a message in the chat, and we'll be more than glad to get back with you. And then share information with it, what we're talking about. If you want to know, I can private message you, to kind of get a jump into the stuff that we're talking about. But other than that, Ed, do you have anything that you wanted to wrap up with?
Yeah, I mean, I guess starting Monday, we'll start having 5 benefits, or so many a day, kind of do like a breakdown, because there's so many benefits to it. We could go, just try to so people will start seeing how it's going to help them with their business. That's simple. Streamline things, keep everything in one place too.
Yeah, and Ed, you didn't share with me how much you thought it was going to save you, but I know from at least one product that you use that you're going to be looking at a bare minimum of $1,200 a year.
And then some other things, so hopefully as you go along, because I have, I'm paying for the webinar service, this and that. So when you start, adding them all together, and like I said, I don't have the numbers in front of me, but if it's all included in one area for a very reasonable fee, or a one-time fee as of right now, right?
Yeah, right now it's a one-time fee, and probably will be until, I'm guessing, February or March. And I don't know if that's the case, but I think that's a pretty good guess.
Yeah.
With me personally being extremely conservative, it was going to save me about $186 a month. And that was a big deal. So anyway, yeah,
that's good.
Yeah, it's very good. So, I'll tell you what, Ed, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up on behalf
it's cool.
of
and thank you, brother.
Yeah, myself and Ed. And Ed, you have yourself a great day. I will talk to you either today or tomorrow for sure, and we'll sink in some of this stuff. And then
I'm going to go download that app while I'm at it, just to see if I can get familiarized with it, so I'll be ready by Friday.
Yeah, do that. And then and I have it. I think let me see if I can go above here for just 1 second. Let's see. There we go. So you guys get to see all sorts of stuff, money and all sorts of things. Hopefully I don't have any secrets laying around on here.
No.
Let's see here. So I'm going.
Lay down your Jackson and you will see.
That's right. So if you look at the screen there, you'll notice that you got HAPS right here. And so when you log into it, it is just like the regular HAPS. So right now, so you and I are live in here somewhere. It's just like the regular one.
Cool.
So it works out really good. And
nothing to it, right? Okay.
No, it's a piece of cake. So cool. I think it's well within either one of us using it. But if you guys do have any questions, let me know. Cookie, make sure that you do take care. And
thank you.
Yeah, anybody else that's
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, absolutely, buddy. I'll talk to you later.
Hey, buddy.
All right. Hey, Ed, do me a favor. When we get off of here, don't go anywhere, and I want to show you something, okay?
You got it. Hold on. What do you mean? Stay on here?
Don't cut your feet off. I just want
to put a comment in real quick.
All right.
There you go. Okay, buddy. Thank you, man. Guys.